Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about symbolism. And, well, yeah, I guess that's what we're going to talk about. First of all, I want you to know whatever you focus on is what you're getting back. This morning I got up and I always walk to the back gate first thing in the morning just to check everything out. And I saw a turkey, and then I saw another turkey, two mama turkeys, and I kept watching, and there were two babies. It was the most amazing thing. I know, it's just turkeys. It's just birds. It's just wildlife. But to me, it's beautiful. I love seeing wildlife. It's so peaceful and so calm. And I've got a deer that she's gorgeous. She hangs out in my yard. Last night I walked to the other gate and I got ready to walk back up to the garage because my husband was working on something, and she's like standing right there. And I always talk to her. I always say, hello, and I tell her she's safe and all that kind of stuff. And he walked in. She never moved. She just stood there. I love it. Anyway. And I guess that's part of symbolism. Because it's where you focus your attention. And my heart, the infinity, it's turned around. The heart with infinity. I like this. I love this actually. But people want to get wrapped up in a cross signifying Jesus. And I remember back when I started my journey, a comment was made, and it did not make sense to me, about people having a cross on their walls. And it's like you send your energy to the cross. And this is not judgment, because I've done the same thing. I used to wear a cross. Of course, that cross had been in my family for, I can't remember who had it, but it was passed down, and I ended up, actually I have two identical crosses, and I used to wear my cross all the time. And then this message came through to me that because we externalize everything, what are you focusing on? And I'm not saying, there's anything wrong with, sorry, I have a hair. There's anything wrong with the cross, but the symbolism behind it, of Jesus dying on that cross for your sins, when you realize that that's not the story, that's not the case, he didn't die for your sins. He died because of sin, because of the greed and the control and all of those, and the fear back then. So you look at the cross in a different way. Yes, it's a beautiful symbolism, but don't look at it from a place of externalizing your power. Bring the cross back to you. Let it symbolize the lines this way and this way, they cross in your heart. Let that be your symbolism. Draw yourself back to your heart, because you are just as powerful as Jesus was or is. You are just as divine. Jesus was we were taught he was better to keep you in a place of less than, to keep you in a place of externalizing your power, because the powers that be at that time, and it has been perpetuated through history, they don't want you to know how strong and powerful you are. So when you are focused on the cross and Jesus dying for your sins, you're still externalizing your power. And therefore, waiting for him to come back to save you. Jesus has been, always will be here. Because it's energy. His spirit, his energy is everywhere, just like yours. When we come back to center and ignite that spark within you, within your heart, and remember who you are, that the Christ consciousness that was in Jesus, that is Jesus, is part of you too. It is the divine spark within you. Because Christ consciousness, source, creator, it's all one and the same. You are one and the same. It's your ego, your personality, your 3D body that divides everything, because it's a physical barrier, and not that it keeps the spirit away. It's just what your eyes need to see to differentiate you from somebody else. When in actuality, we are all one. We're all the same energy. You've just agreed to take on a different purpose here. And that's hard to wrap your brain around. When you think of everything playing out, whether it's you, people you know, people you don't know, extraterrestrials, animals, rocks, trees, birds. Well, they're animals. But everything is the same energy. It's just a different frequency. It's here for a different purpose. The suit that it came back in this existence in was the catalyst to give it the experience that it chose to have in this lifetime. Whatever you are, a tree can't have the existence it chose to have here if it was in a person's body. And you couldn't have the vast experience that you came here to have if you were in a tree. It doesn't mean you're more than a tree. It doesn't mean you're less than a tree. You're just as important, and that tree is just as important as you are, because it's an expression of the divine. It's here to play a role just like you are. And Jesus was here to play a role just like you are. He came back to show you how to live. Show you that you are just as much I am as he is. Because when you think about it, when you say I am, who is I? Who is it? When you stop and think, when you're not thinking, when you're just experiencing, when you're just being, what is that within you? When you just stop and think, who am I? And you release your personality. I'm a white female. I'm this age. When you release all that, who is having the experience? What is having the experience? It is the ultimate energy. It is God, source, creator, Christ consciousness, is having the experience through you. It can't have that experience any other way. So again, bring yourself back to center. Bring yourself back to your heart. Bring yourself back to you, the essence of you, not your personality. And stop externalizing. When you see the cross, yes, it can remind you of Jesus. Let it remind you of the Christ consciousness within you. Bring that cross back to you and envision you, the strength, the everything that you are. So anyway, I hope this helps you. I send you nothing but love. I send you, symbolize you. You are just as powerful. Love you. Pay attention to you. And not from a place of ego, like you're better than that, but from a place of you are as divine, as worthy, as powerful as Jesus. And the cross, not the cross. Yes, the cross here. But what this is for me, it's an infinity sign. I guess you can see it. Anyway, it's an infinity sign around a heart. Because you are infinite. Love is infinite. Your heart is where it all starts. The spark of your heart, when it starts beating, is when your existence here starts. That is when your soul comes into your body and you start to experience things. So come back to your heart. Remember the infinite being of love that you are. And stop giving your power away. Stop expecting and waiting for somebody else to come save you or to come fix it or to come do anything. You are the ultimate love, the infinite love. You have infinite abilities to create whatever you want. There are no limits in infinity. They're only in your mind. I send you so much love and gratitude. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe to my video, to my channel. Be all you can be from a place of the infinite divine that you are. Have an amazing day.